Hello and welcome to the part 1 of the Trailblaze Continuance in the Luofu. Finest duel under the Pristine Blue. The first part of this continuance, the very first Trailblaze Continuance that actually is 2 parts long. Nothing much to say, only just reading by info you can see before embarking to the next stop of their journey. The Express receive a comms from the Xianzhou Loufu, Jingyuan, extended an invite to all wanderers to join their Wardance. So basically, that's it. And you probably already know that March 7th get her form. So, imaginary form, by the way. So I hope no one's getting stabbed. You have an interstellar message. Please check it promptly.
Phew.
What's up, Pom-pom?
Just got a message from the Xianzhou Loufu. Looks like it'll conflict with our original schedule.
It's been a while, my friends on the Astral Express. How's your trailblazing expedition going? Soon, the Xianzhou Loufu will be holding the Luminary Wardance. Those who have aided the Luofu in overcoming the crisis are cherished allies of the Xianzhou. Thus, on behalf of the Seat of Divine Foresight, I'm extending an invitation to attend the ceremony. Your presence would be greatly appreciated.
Well, things aren't getting lively. We've barely recovered from the family's Charmony Festival, and we're already being invited to another special event.
Trailblazing is all about fun. I'm still recovering from the trauma caused by the last festivity. Actually true.
Yeah, me too. But wait, won't it look unprofessional if we attend 2 ceremonies in a row? Aren't we supposed to be focused on restoring astral charts and doing some serious scientific exploration?
So we should leave March behind to take care of the Express?
Hey! That's not what I meant! I'm all for some fun. I just hope there won't be any surprise party crashers, like Friday or Saturday.
The Xianzhou Loufu has recently overcome a crisis. By holding the Wardance, they're demonstrating to everyone that they've returned to a state of peace and safety.
But that's what everyone said before we went to Penacony. You'll be totally safe under the family's protection.
No need to worry. The Wardance is not like the Charmony Festival with all its hidden secrets. It's just a festival to honor the Rainbow Arbiter and the Cloud Knights, who fought against the abominations of abundance and protected the Xianzhou ships. Aside from star skiff performances, it's mostly martial contests. Nothing too different from the Taiki and Roboball contest we've seen before.
What do you think, Himiko? Since we've accepted Miss Black Swan's proposal, we should probably head to Amphorius for refueling.
There's certainly no rush. This trailblazing expedition is quite unique, and the Express needs to be fully stocked and prepared before moving on to the next stop. With Madame Herta's help, I was planning to deliver some Leviathan fossils from Kalinga Abyss to Ron May, member 81 of the Genius Society. It could earn us some favors before we set off. However, it may take a few weeks.
Aw, so that means we're not going to the Luofu.
Being an adult means maintaining relationships, whether we like it or not, March. Since we've been invited, it's only right for the Astral Express to attend the ceremony. So here's the plan. Pom-pom will take everyone to the Xianzhou Loufu. Mr. Yang and I will meet up with Ron May and fulfill our promise. Meanwhile, you, March, and Don Hung will represent the Express and attend the Wardance.
What do you two think?
I think sounds great. Let's split into groups.
I don't hear any objections.
Now that everyone's on board with the plan, it's time to warp to the Xianzhou Loufu.
Another warp. Okay, discuss the travels with the other members. This is what I noticed we always have. We can always discuss... What happened, Paimon? Paimon. Pom-pom. Yeah. You can always speak to people, so Welt.
Kalinga Abyss. What does she expect to find there? Current research on the Leviathan merely proves how little we know about such life forms.
That's why geniuses are interested in that field. Science is all about uncovering the unknown.
The conversation between the two adults brims with complex jargons, from assumptive astrobiological chemistry to transdimensional evolutionary theory, filling their carriage with an air of dense perplexity. Have a safe trip, you two. Come back soon.
Don't miss us too much. If I stumble upon some cool Leviathan fossils, I'll bring a few back as souvenirs for you.
I'm asking myself if we will able to find their story. Like we will... what happened to them, but let's go firstly with our branch.
Himeko really knows how to convince people. Between Leviathan fossils and the Wardance, the latter definitely sounds more fun. By the way, Danheng, this time you'll be taking a stroll with us on the Luofu, right?
Just let you two wander around aimlessly on the Luofu by yourselves? I don't think so.
Already feels nostalgic, us three together back.
Plus, Mr. Yang is right. The Ambrosial Arbor crisis just ended, and both the long life and short life species are still feeling uneasy. And that's why Jingyuan wants to organize the Wardance, to show that the Xianzhou Loufu is stable and safe.
Surely nothing will go wrong.
And since he has extended an invitation, it's only right that I visit my old friend.
Coming back to this place brings back so many memories, you know?
So here's something for all of you. A poem by March 7.
Hey, I'm not actually gonna recite a poem. I was just thinking about all the twists and turns we went through when we first arrived on the Xianzhou. This time, we're not being forced or enticed or chasing after wanted criminals. And we didn't have to sneak in through the cargo dock. This trip has been incredibly smooth. Quite unusual, I must say. Such is the fate of us nameless, I suppose.
Oh, Yanqing. Trailblazer, I saw the Skyfaring Commission noticed that the Express has docked on the Xianzhou. Are you guys on the Loufu already? Quick with the news, eh? Yeah, the General sent me to welcome you all at Starsky of Heaven. See you in a bit.
Is the Starskiff Haven always this crowded? Oh, there's so many people here. I can barely hear anything.
Yanqing said General Jingyuan sent him to welcome us, but where is he?
Let's wait for him in front of the loom. It's the most prominent landmark on the dock.
Hey, you guys! Hold on a moment.
Peshi.
Did they just call us? Look at their outfits. They're from Penacony, right? Are you familiar with the Xianzhou Loufu?
Yeah.
We know a little bit about it. What do you need?
We are from Penacony. Maybe you've heard of it. We came to this ship to gather interesting materials for making dream bubbles.
Oh, we just left there. Oh, talk about coincidence.
Dream bubbles. We had the event with dream bubbles too.
That's great. Do you know any must-see attractions on the Luofu?
You have come to the right people. Why don't you ask the locals?
We did, but the locals were all like, come on, there's nothing worth seeing on the Luofu. It's so boring here.
Ha! Can't blame them. If someone asked me what's there to see on Penacony, I'd probably struggle to answer too.
That's why we're asking fellow tourists.
Most of the tourists around at the moment are here to attend the war dance. And that's why we're here too.
Yeah, we know about that ceremony. But isn't the fighting ring still closed?
I've heard the ring was actually converted from a huge decommissioned Luofu fighter jet.
So it's even larger than the regular star skiff?
No doubt about it. It's a massive fighter jet. It's got to be larger than a civilian star skiff.
But for now, all we can do is wait until the war dance starts in a few weeks before we can board it. We've still got work to do, so we can't just sit around waiting for it to start. That's why we're asking you about some must-see attractions.
We're looking for unique experiences that you won't find on Penacony. Our clients love these kinds of dream bubbles the most.
You're the expert here. Give them some suggestions.
Me? Darling is the expert here. Fake Stroll Garden, where the ghosts are. Let's go there.
Oh yeah! Fixstroll Garden! It's famous for supernatural stuff. With those mischievous heliobi floating around. It's pretty fascinating.
Supernatural? I don't really like scary things, but our clients will love it.
Ooh, it does sound interesting. Let's go check out Fixstroll Garden. Maybe we'll bump into each other there.
Look, Yanqing's here.
Really? Let's go catch up with him.
Inching!
Different
Ice boy.
There you are. Everyone, this way.
Hello.
Hey, everyone. It's been a while.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it's been that long since we last saw you. But Yanqing, are you?
Wait, Blade is still getting searched here?
What's up, Miss March?
What? Yanqing got grow taller?
They say kids grow up really fast. Yanqing, are you a little bit taller than before?
I don't think so.
We've only been away for a few months.
Continuously pinch Yanqing's cheeks. Oh my god, I want to do it so much. Yeah, you're definitely taller. Yeah, you're definitely... I don't know. All of those options looks great. Pinch Yanqing's cheek. I did it.
What are you doing?
Sorry, but after our previous adventures, I've become suspicious of whoever greets us first.
Oh, okay. So that's why.
Do you have to be suspicious around me too?
You know, the last time we came to the Xianzhou, the first person who greeted us was...
I get it. Better safe than sorry.
Oh my god.
Seriously, I've never seen the Luofu so lively before.
I was a bit worried that holding the war dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis might be too soon. But seeing the bustling Starskiff Haven, I understand why General Jingyuan chose this timing.
Yep. There's people from other delves and travelers like you three who have come from afar. With the war dance coming up, there's a huge number of visitors pouring into the Starskiff Haven. The Cloud Knights are working hard to keep the security tight. The General said this ceremony would help the Xianzhou Luofu recover from the crisis. It's a way to showcase our martial spirit, reassure people, boost morale, and attract visitors from other planets to promote trade and peace. By the way, the Xianzhou Alliance places great importance on this ceremony too. The Xianzhou ships, the Zhuming and the Yaoqing, have both sent messengers to offer their blessings.
The Xianzhou, Yaoqing, Zuming, none of those tells me anything. Let's just go with Zooming.
Yeah,
Zhuming?
I wonder if you've heard of it. It's known as the Star Forge, and it's responsible for providing more than half of the Cloud Knight's armaments. The Xianzhou Zhuming boasts skilled craftsmasters, and General Huaiyan is a top-notch craftsman himself. If only I could get a sword forged by him, I'd be on Cloud 9.
By the way, Yanqing, where are we headed next?
I'm sorry for talking your ear off. The General wants to catch up with you at the Palace of Astrum. He's been eager to hear about how the Express has been doing.
It's funny how he tries to act all mature, but whenever it comes to something he's interested in, you can really see his childish side.
Yeah, he's adorable. I'm not sure if it's okay to say it, like, in front of him. Well, you're pretty much in the same in that regard.
I agree.
Huh?
All units, assemble quickly! Get ready to protect the crowd!
I just mentioned security, and now all of a sudden something's gone wrong. Excuse me, I need to go check out the situation.
Sure. You are just as jinxed as March. It's like whatever you fear will happen, happens.
We'll go with you.
Watch out for
Protect the civilians. I'll deal with him.
Yeah. Okay, new.
Borison? Why are there Borison here?
catch up.
This ends now.
Let's improvise.
I have something for you.
Okay, I was not prepared for that fight at all.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Not good. Thanks for the help.
Sorry, no time to chat. Could you give me back my...
Sorry, March. I did not know that we will fight here. But yeah, Yunli is here. So this is how we first meet her.
Wait, my sword! Let's just get down to business first. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid we'll have to put our plans on hold for now. I need to find out what's going on.
Okay, sure thing. Huh?
While we appreciate your rescue, my Xianzhou friends, don't you think it's a bit too much to detain us and our cargo?
Okay, IPT workers. Do we also will see here one of the cornerstones too?
Sorry, but we've been ordered to detain you and your cargo for inspection until we figure out the source of the attack. Once we're done with the formalities, we'll let you and your cargo go.
Oh, but this shipment isn't even meant for the Luofu, and it's IPC's patented technology. Who do you think you are to conduct an inspection?
According to the protocol, all cargo arriving on the Luofu must go through inspection.
Oh, but we didn't officially enter your dock at all. We just sought refuge in your dock because we were attacked by the Borisons.
Looks like this argument could go on forever. Let's not get involved in a heated dispute that won't lead to a resolution.
Sure. It was not even my intended plan. Let's just go back.
Who's in charge here? I need some answers.
It's my fault. We let our guard down for a moment. I take full responsibility.
With the Wardance approaching, safety should be a top priority. Now, tell me, how did Borisin prisoners end up in Starskiff Haven? According to the protocol, Borisin prisoners should be held on a Starskiff and taken directly to the shackling prison under strict supervision without ever touching the ground. Who allowed a prisoner transport ship to dock at the passenger terminal?
Please don't blame this captain. This incident involves the Zhu Ming's diplomatic vessel.
Who are you?
I'm Lu Jun, an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad. Thank you for your help, Lieutenant Yanqing. The situation unfolded rapidly, and it shouldn't be held against the captain. Here's what happened. An IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin just before arriving, and the Zhu Ming's diplomatic vessel came to the rescue. They fought off the Borisin pirates and imprisoned them on their ship.
So, an IPC ship was attacked by the Borisin near the Luofu, and the Zhu Ming envoys saved them? Sounds complicated.
Honestly, it gives me a headache too. The Zhu Ming diplomatic ship, adhering to standard procedure, docked at the passenger terminal to hand these criminals over to the Luofu. You know, with all the outsiders flooding onto the Luofu, the Starskiff lanes are under immense pressure. The Borisin desperados decided to put up a fight before the prisoner transport Starskiff could get there. And that's what you just witnessed.
We'll make sure these prisoners are sent to the shackling prison as soon as possible.
I see. It's an unusual situation indeed. I'll report it to the security department of the Realm Keeping Commission and ask for their cooperation in handling the aftermath. Maybe I should gather more details from others so that the Seat of Divine Foresight can have a better understanding of the situation.
The Cloud Knights calmed the crowd, then dispersed, and the street was restored to its peaceful state.
Oh, you look much maturer now, Yanqing.
Okay, we get it,
don't
March.
tease me, Miss March. The situation on the Xianzhou before the Wardance is like a calm lake that can be disturbed by even the smallest pebble, capable of generating far-reaching ripples with even the slightest disturbance.
What are those people? I mean, those monsters we just dealt with?
I know they are kobolds. They don't look like kobolds. Do you call them the Borisin?
Yeah, those werewolf monsters are known as Borisin. They are abominations of abundance, and we've been fighting them for a very long time. The Borisin have been a powerful force for a long time, plundering and enslaving many worlds. The threat they pose is just as terrible as the Swarm disaster, and the Alliance even had a fierce war with them 3 decades ago. Their presence has faded over the years, but who would have thought?
According to that officer, they attacked an IPC ship near the Xianzhou Loufu. Such a brazen attack seems quite unusual to me.
Yeah, that's what I find strange too. It seems like the IPC and the Borisin have some serious grudges. Well, enough with the chit-chat. The General wants me to take you to the Palace of Astrum. I'd love to chit-chat a little longer, but there are some things that can't be left unchecked.
Is it a serious matter? Maybe you'll need our help in hunting down the Borisin?
Thank you, but it's no big deal. By the way, that young lady who just appeared, she took my sword. I'm thinking of filing a lost property report at the Realm Keeping Commission to see if I can get it back.
I doubt doubt she did it on purpose.
So when Cloud Knights get into trouble, they have to call the emergency service too. You go file the reports and I go fetch the popcorn. Okay, we go with the first one.
Perhaps she's around here somewhere. Shouldn't we take a look?
All right, let's not keep the General waiting.
Don't worry. There aren't many people out there with that kind of talent. It shouldn't be too hard to find her.
Sassy guy.
There sure are a lot of troublemakers around.
By the way, he looks more like wolf, and not like fox. There's, by the way, a lot of side quests, open world quests that I'm ignoring so much. One day I will do them. Wait. Am I right?
It's been a long journey, Elder Huaiyan. Thank you for your presence.
Don't mention it. Thank you for taking the time to welcome me.
Yuan.
General, I brought our guests from the Express. Oh, I'm sorry for my bad timing. I didn't know you were meeting a guest, General.
Don't worry, you're just in time. It's been a while, my friends from the Astral Express.
How is everything going, General?
All is well when you have friends coming from afar.
I should have picked, I dripped you in Penacony.
Allow me to introduce you to General Huaiyan. He's the Arbiter General of the Xianzhou City, known as the Flaming Heart.
No need to be so formal. I'm just a tourist here, no different from other tourists who've come to attend the ceremony.
Elder Huaiyan is not only one of the Arbiter Generals, but also the Furnace Master of the Artisanship Commission. Besides his martial skills, he excels in forging various weapons. Such talents are unique, even among the Arbiter Generals.
Be it Arbiter General or Furnace Master, these are merely titles given to me long ago. I've retired several times already, but with the current change in circumstances, the Marshal has called me back to duty, and I had no choice but to answer the call. Well, in the end, I'm to blame. Living such a long life naturally brings its share of disapproval.
It's an honor to meet you, General Huaiyan.
It's my honor to meet you, General Huaiyan.
Glad to meet you, General.
No need to be all formal. Today I'm just a guest on the Luofu, the same as all of you. So, these three are the ones you mentioned, Jingyuin? The heroes who helped you with the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
Indeed. There's Don Hung, March 7th, and him. Without their help, I'm afraid the Luofu might not have easily overcome this crisis.
Well, I'm Mr. Grey Hair.
So, the Imbibiter Lune's reincarnation has returned to the Luofu and will attend the Wardance. I'd love to have a drink with you, should the chance present itself.
You're more than welcome, General Huaiyan.
And this young friend is?
Yanqing, my apprentice. He remains by my side as my retainer due to his youth, which I hope will season him with experience. He will stand for the Luofu's Cloud Knights in the upcoming Wardance, ready to take on all kinds of challenges.
great, great! It's a real treat to see so many talented young people around here today. Oh, I almost forgot. This is my apprentice, Yunli.
That's the girl who stole the sword.
It's you!
Oh, it's you. Hello.
Oh, you two already know each other? Guess we don't need any introductions then.
What a coincidence! I was afraid I'd have trouble finding this girl.
Oh? Now you've piqued my curiosity. Tell me, how did you two become acquainted?
She helped me capture the escaped Borison prisoners at the Starskiff Haven. Allow me to express my gratitude for you. But when you left, you took my flying sword with you.
Your flying sword? Oh, so that's why I found a dagger in my bag. Turns out it's yours.
Yes, it is. Now that we've met again, I hope...
Nope, that won't do.
Won't do?
You want your sword back, right? Well, you can't just take it back. On the Juming, when you lose your sword on the battlefield, you have to reclaim it on the battlefield. As for this little sword, it was supposed to strike that escaped Borison prisoner. But unfortunately, its owner's agitated state caused it to fly off like a kite with a broken string, and it missed its target. By the way, if I hadn't caught it and helped it hit its mark, that Borison prisoner would have gotten away.
Hold on a sec, Yunli. You took my sword without even asking, and now you're refusing to give it back?
So much for Luofu sword masters.
What did you just say?
I can already see the sparkles between their eyes.
If you just stepped up and took your sword back from me fair and square, I would have totally respected you. But nope, you tried to play it down, expecting me to just hand it back to you like it's nothing. In front of everyone. With all due respect, you don't honor your sword, so you don't deserve it.
Hasn't anyone told you that taking without asking is stealing? If you want to settle this with swords, fine. Let's have a one-on-one duel right now.
Yang Qing.
Well, that's more like it. Just be careful, because I'm not as easy to handle as the Borison.
You two, be quiet and apologize to Yan Qing.
Hey! Whose side are you on, Grandpa?
I don't take sides.
It's a small misunderstanding, and an apology would be too much. I've heard about the Zhu Ming's incredible swordplay and craftsmanship, most notably the legendary Flame Wheel Octet. Seeing Miss Yunli, who is among those ranks today, well, I must say she definitely has that fiery edge.
Such grandiose names. Some folks love to spin these fancy titles, trying to set the Cloud Knights apart. Yunli is still just a young girl, a bit awkward and hot-tempered, so please forgive her if she's being rude.
Well, everyone, Elder Huaiyan and I have some business to discuss. For now, Yang Qing, why don't you entertain our guests and take Miss Yunli to the inn? I'll find another chance to talk with you all. I'd like to express my gratitude to the Astral Express for helping the Luofu during the crisis.
That's so kind of you. I mean, you've already thanked us so many times.
Please forgive me for coming at an inconvenient time.
You needn't apologize, General Huaiyan.
All right, Yunli. Take this opportunity to clear things up with Yan Qing.
Yeah. It's better to make friends than enemies. But I won't be heading to the inn just yet. I want to visit Lingsha. She just arrived in the Luofu and could use some help settling in.
I also want to visit Lingsha.
Yangqing, once you've helped our guests get settled, go to the Artisanship Commission for me. I've heard about the attack and the detainment of the IPC ship. Qingzu sent word that the IPC members are protesting and wish to have their cargo back. See if you can calm them down. Don't get aggressive. Just make it clear that the Xianzhou Loufu has no intention of violating their rights.
I'm on it.
I also want to see Lingsha, and also confirm is the maybe Chinese the actor is this voice actor the same as Book of Foxy. If you know, you know.
I'm sorry for Yangqing's rudeness.
Not at all. Taunted by Yunli like that, even a training dummy would be angry. You've taught your apprentice well. If it were me in my younger days, I'm afraid I'd have drawn my sword and fought. Yangqing can understand your concerns. On the other hand, Yunli is still a naive girl who's only interested in swordplay. Honestly, I brought her here to participate in the Wardance because I want to broaden her horizons.
The Huaiyan guy, he looks so cool. He reminds you of the typical master in all the Kung Fu Panda, like the Kung Fu Panda master. That's actually the recent one that I actually watched.
This trip is totally worth it. Compared to the Zhuming, the Luofu is so much livelier. But it's a shame the Luofu swordmasters don't seem that great.
Oh my god, big duel between them. Glad to meet you, Miss Yunli.
Glad to meet you too. Are you here to participate in the Wardance?
I'm just a tourist attending that ceremony.
So, you're not a participant? You look like you know your way around a fight. Well, you can still sign up. The Cloud Knight's ring is always open to outsiders.
Oh. What is the Lameville Octet the general spoke of?
That's how outsiders refer to my peers in the Zhuming Cloud Knights and the Artisanship Commission. We all train under Grandpa's guidance, learning the art of craftsmanship and swordplay. That's how we got that title, I guess. Just don't mention it in front of Grandpa. He always says that empty titles bring pointless challenges and conflicts. We Zhuming swordmasters pride ourselves on the success of the group over the individual.
Aren't you coming with us?
I have some things to do. Besides, little Yangqing doesn't seem too happy about me tagging along.
Oh, who you call little? Yourself is not that much bigger too. It's also actually, by the way, very cute. He should not have said you stole his sword, but you did take his sword.
Yeah, you're right. I took it with my skills, so I guess you can say I'm a robber or something. How dare he imply I'm a thief? Totally different.
Wait. Moment.
Besides, the sword seems scared of its own master. I'd like to ask him, you claim to cherish your sword as your life, yet you don't even recognize the state it's in right now? I didn't intend to keep his sword. I was planning to take this chance to return it to him. But now, I've changed my mind. I'll give that poor flying sword some proper maintenance. I won't consider returning the sword unless he learns how to say please, hello, thank you, and sorry. So he can forget about it for now.
You scratch your head, feeling a tingling sensation on your scalp at the thoughts of the impending troubles Yangqing will face. While you are distracted, the young girl has already wandered off on her own. Her whereabouts unknown. Let's leave this place.
Hey, Don Hung. I thought all the Xianzhou generals were like Jing Yuan. But that General Huaiyan, he looks so thin and scraggy, as if even a light breeze would knock him over. Is that old man really an Arbiter General?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Have you never watched Dragon Ball?
Well, each Xianzhou ship has its own division and specialty within the Alliance. Not all of the Arbiter Generals are good at leading the charge. You heard what Jing Yuan said, right? General Huaiyan was once the head of all the skilled craftsmen on the Zhuming.
Their appearance to be more than meets the eyes, that's for sure. Why doesn't he look so old? Perhaps he's wrong. No, their appearance meets more than eyes.
Don't you find it strange?
No.
Do Xianzhou people age? I rarely see any old people on the Xianzhou ship. And when I do, they're usually travelers.
Again, all that you mention is... now it's strange.
But General Huaiyan looks like an ordinary old grandpa. Is he really a Xianzhou general?
Maybe is he really old? Like really old?
Good question. He's right there. So why don't you ask him yourself?
Nah, I'd like to live a little longer.
We should leave. General Jing Yuan asked Yan Qing to entertain us, so obviously, he has important matters to discuss. Let's not waste any time here.
Okay, now, let's go.
This is the report Qingzhu just sent me. Let me take a look. Looks like the general has given me a tough challenge. He wants me to try and help put the IPC's mind at ease.
Is this some kind of test from the general?
Well, it's not exactly a test. As Cloud Knight officers, we not only learn the art of war and martial arts, but also occasionally have to handle diplomatic disputes. It's just, you know, talking things out isn't as straightforward as duking it out with weapons on the battlefield. This is especially true when you're up against the IPC, with their non-stop corporate babble. Well, let's not worry about that for now. Shall I take you to the inn?
Yeah, let's go. After watching Yan Qing and the others,
it is
leave?
the Luofu's honor to have you in attendance at the Wardance. Yet, the fact that a simple martial arts ceremony has attracted esteemed generals from the Zhu Ming and the Yao Qing implies intentions beyond mere spectating. Might there be any specific instructions from the Marshal?
You're overthinking it, Jing Yuan. As I said, I'm here to broaden my granddaughter's horizons. I have no ulterior motives. However, I have no clue what the Yao Qing Arbiter General has in mind. Do you remember when you accepted this position? I told you that an Arbiter General's battlefield goes beyond the physical one. You'll need to lead and manage everything on the Xianzhou. The title of Arbiter General holds a weight far greater than its literal meaning. So many years have passed, and you've done well. However, longevity for the Xianzhou people can be a curse. Living too long means that every mistake you made will lurk in the shadows. And one day, they'll eventually catch up to you. The Marshal knows everything that has happened on the Luofu. As for the Merlin's Claw of the Yao Qing, she has come specifically for you. Speaking of which, why hasn't she arrived yet? They say the Merlin's claw strikes like lightning. Being late isn't her style.
It's the one general that looks more like a wolf instead of fox.
That's not true, General Huaiyan. She's been here a while, but I'm sure you've heard of her unbridled nature.
As soon as she disembarked from the star skiff, she mentioned having something to attend to and simply disappeared.
You must be the messengers from the Xianzhou Yaoqing, I assume.
We are Jiaoqiu and Moza, retainers of the Merlin's Claw. It's an honor to meet you in person, Arbiter Generals.
Now this is interesting. A guest who doesn't come to visit but sends a message instead. What does she mean? Tell me, what could be more important to her than coming here?
Master heard about a spectacular view in Scale Gorge Waterscape. I believe she went there to enjoy it.
A spectacular view? Ha! Did you hear that, Jingyuan? This person is being sarcastic.
Please do not misunderstand me, General Huaiyan. I was simply stating the truth. Master thought it would be inappropriate to keep you waiting, so she sent us here. Once she's finished with admiring the scenery, she'll personally come and apologize to the both of you.
In the meantime, outside the place of Astro.
Drat, I forgot to ask Yunli to return my sword.
You don't think you will even get your sword back? I don't think.
Unacceptable. Every sword is precious to me. If it weren't for the General's interference, I would have taught that shameless girl a lesson in swordplay. By the way, I don't know if it's just me, but the General seemed a little reserved. Could it be because of Elder Huaiyan's visit?
Reserved? Really?
Maybe I'm just overthinking things.
No, you're not. When I entered the Palace of Astrum, I realized that the messenger from the Xianzhou Juming was actually the Arbiter General himself. So, the messenger from the Xianzhou Yaoqing must be the Merlin's Claw herself, I presume.
That's right.
Well, that's what makes this entire thing so unusual.
What's so unusual about it? They simply received an invitation from Jingyuan, just like the crew, right?
The Wardance is just a small festival. And now we have 2 Arbiter Generals from other Xianzhou ships here. I'm afraid they're here for something more. Maybe they've come to hold Jingyuan accountable for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
Hold him accountable? Come on, didn't the Luofu fall victim to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and the Antimatter Legion? Why would they blame the victim?
Danshu's rebellion and Ventilia's scheming are merely one side of the story to the other Arbiter Generals of the Alliance. Only a single piece of incontrovertible evidence remains, creating an endless source of potential complications.
The Ambrosial Arbor.
Yes. It's undeniable that the plague mark, which was subdued by the Xianzhou Loufu, has resurfaced. But was it really a conspiracy instigated by the Antimatter Legion? Or does it indicate a traitorous intent from within the Luofu, implicating Jingyuan himself? Once the spark of suspicion is kindled, it proves hard to extinguish.
You can vouch for Jingyuan, though. No wonder we were called back for the ceremony.
What was I thinking? Seriously, here I was looking forward to a carefree and enjoyable trip. But it seems wherever we go, drama is just around the corner.
Aw, I was so excited. I thought those Arbiter Generals were just here to see the ceremony. By the way, I heard that an alchemist from the Zhuming diplomatic ship has arrived, and rumors say that she's to be the new Cauldron Master of the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu.
An alchemist from the Zhuming serving as the Cauldron Master on the Luofu? While it's not unheard of, the timing itself...
Thanks to your words, Mr. Danheng. Now I finally see the underlying tensions. The General is under tremendous pressure right now, but I was completely oblivious to his troubles. How naive of me.
Come on, don't think like that. Leave the adult matters to the adults. Even if you wanted to do something for the General, it's not like you can do anything. Did I say something wrong? Again?
Yeah, real master of conversation. Please, March, just a real master of conversation.
Miss March is right. I don't have the skills to share the General's burdens at the moment. Still, I'll do my best to follow his instructions. Let's go. Once I've taken you to your accommodations, I need to go to the Artisanship Commission to handle the IPC's protest.
He looks like he has a lot on his mind. We can't just let him go alone. Why don't we accompany you to the Artisanship Commission?
This is too much trouble. While I appreciate your kindness, dealing with the IPC's workers could be tricky. I'm afraid this will cause trouble for the Express.
No worries. We're pretty experienced in dealing with the IPC. You've heard of the 10 Stone Hearts? We've dealt with quite a few of them, right?
Drag all you want, but don't drag me into this.
Hey, who's bragging? Anyway, this time it'll just be a few ordinary IPC workers. Surely you don't think they'll be even trickier than Aventurine, do you?
Well, since you're willing to help, I won't decline your kindness. Let's head to the Artisanship Commission and meet them.
Report submitted by the Interstellar Peace Corporation Loufu's office to the release person of the charge commission. Okay, we will all trade hard and writing on behalf of the Interstellar Corporation to protest the improper certification measure. Yeah, nothing special here, I think. IPC just wanna more rights on Loufu. You get that their intention. So do we go now to the new area?
Can I really reason with you Xianzhou people? I think I get it now. In your words, this is called looting a burning house, right?
But I am trying to reason with you here.
Okay, IPC and Loufu. Again, Skott. Skott.
That toxic voice sounds familiar. Haven't I heard it before in Arum Alley?
God, it's him.
You know what? This isn't my first time dealing with the Skyfaring Commission. I can handle your unreasonable ways. But straight up snatching IPC cargo? Isn't that going a bit too far?
Just as I've said it many times already. Once we've inspected the cargo and completed the security check, you can be on your way. Is there something wrong with your ears, or is it just your brain?
I'm hearing you loud and clear. I'm thinking clear. And my answer is crystal clear. Not a chance. Keep detaining my cargo and I'll file a complaint directly with your general.
What's all this arguing about? Scott, what are you doing here? They just hear a dog barking? That's mean. But okay, though. Let's go with dog. We are mean today.
Jerk! Who are you calling a dog? Wait, why are you here? You're staying on the Xianzhou, are you? What terrible luck! Wherever you go, disasters aren't far behind!
Aren't you the guest from the Astral Express? What brings you and Yanqing to the Artisanship Commission?
I hear you are in trouble. I'm here to help Yanqing sort out the trouble caused by the IPC.
Trouble caused by the IPC? I'd say it's caused by the Skyfaring Commission!
Looks like you've met this IPC worker before. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing.
Me neither.
I was sent here to deal with the IPC protest, Miss Shikui. What's going on here?
As you know, this IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin and rescued by the Juming's diplomatic ship. Then the Cloud Knights were instructed to bring it back to the dock for repairs and inspections. And this is Mr. Skott, the person in charge of this transport ship.
So, you're Skott. I've heard him mention you. Weren't you kicked off the Luofu before? Why did you come back?
Like I wanted to come back. I thought I'd just dock at the harbor for repairs and leave this forsaken place for good. Little did I know, as soon as the ship entered the harbor, a bunch of Cloud Knights showed up and snatched all our cargo from the hold.
What do you mean by snatched? I've told you 1,000,000 times. It's a security check.
Then why did you bring the cargo to the Artisanship Commission? You even brought in some shady craftsmen. It's obvious you're trying to steal the IPC's patented technology!
Listen here. Firstly, the Skyfaring Commission detected dangerous items that could possibly be weapons in your cargo hold. That's why they called me here, to double-check. Secondly, where the heck did you get the idea that I'm a shady craftsman?
Even if there are dangerous items, what do they have to do with you? It's not even being shipped to the Luofu. We'll just fix the ship and be on our way. We won't unload our cargo here.
But you'll have to stay in the port for several days before your ship is repaired and you can take off again. How can we just leave unchecked items sitting here?
I understand, but we don't need to disassemble the cargo if it's just a security check, right?
In most cases, we don't. However, our scans discovered that the cargo doesn't only contain machinery, but also some substance that resembles biological tissue.
Biological tissue? Does this crate contain living things?
I'm afraid we'll need to wait for the Alchemy Commission for further confirmation. In any case, according to our regulations, we need to unseal one of the crates for further examination. But this IPC specialist has been hindering us on the grounds of patent secrecy.
The Alliance's regulations on biological products are very strict. Without further inspection, there is no way for the Skyfaring Commission to release the cargo.
Oh, really? Fine! If anyone lays a finger on that shipment, they'll have me to deal with. It doesn't matter if it's mechanical or biological. It's none of your business. I'm filing a complaint against the Skyfaring Commission's ridiculous regulations!
This Mr. Skott seems stubborn and difficult to persuade. Honestly, I really don't want to have a vicious confrontation with the IPC.
Well, I know a thing or two about convincing Skott. Leave it to me. I'm an expert in negotiation.
I heard how you helped Aramali. The IPC representative back then was Mr. Skott, right? Since you've dealt with him before, it looks like I'll have to rely on you again.
What are you guys whispering about over there? Just hurry up and give us back our cargo.
Oh my god, is it time for oh, it's time for another debate. I'm really bad at those debates, okay. Let's do our best. Debating Skott!
As I recall, this guy won't listen to reason and can only be persuaded with intimidation. But he does seem to follow rules to some extent. Let's use that against him.
Okay.
Speaking of regulations, we have our own laws and regulations too. According to Article 4 of the Xianzhou Alliance IPC Trade Consensus, the Alliance and IPC shall never infringe on each other's intellectual property rights.
Negotiation strategy? Oh my god. Remind him of his embarrassing past? I don't know. Use Yangqi's identity to intimidate him. Start by making him feel uncomfortable. Make proposal from the legal perspective. What do I do? What is my clue? Abide by the rules. This on the surface. Okay, let's go with the proposal from the legal perspective.
The Alliance can sign a non-disclosure agreement with you. That way, you won't have to worry about any infringements, right?
Okay, that was good.
We can sign a mutually acceptable non-disclosure agreement in accordance with the IPC's rules.
Well, that makes sense, but how can we trust you to honor the terms? Even if we set aside the secrecy of intellectual property, these prototypes built by the Intelligentsia Guild are incredibly valuable, beyond your wildest imagination. If anything goes wrong, you won't be able to pay for it even with your lives.
Okay, I think it's like a hint, right? Just skip the resorting part and restore to good old violence. No, assure him that you will proceed with cautious. Pay a compensation you wish. Skyframe Commission can pay compensation. Okay. Assure them that you will proceed with caution.
Don't underestimate Xianzhou technology. Even if they need to dismantle your cargo, the Artisanship Commission can easily put it back together.
Okay, it was not that effective.
Yeah, go ahead and brag about their skills. After all, you're just a negotiator they hired.
Oh, we even lost.
But I'm different. I'm an IPC member, and my fleet has accepted this transportation order. Naturally, I need to be responsible for the integrity of every piece of cargo.
No.
Besides, the cargo on this transport vessel belongs to the Intelligentsia Guild. If you want to inspect the cargo, shouldn't you at least call in a member of the Intelligentsia Guild to be present?
Oh god, okay, I don't want to use tips, but I'm really bad at this. Try to resolve this according to IPC regulations. That is all this going to change regulations. Time to escape the issue. Show him your extensive connection. Want to inspect the cargo, shouldn't you at least call a mention? Okay, IPC regulations maybe it's like he doesn't know about the IPC regulation that much by himself, but I will use this tip. I think it's 4. Wait, oh my god, this is literally who will be millionaire. Gives a round of negation and the previous one round of negation. That was the result of this round of negation. Okay. Return to the previous?
Could you repeat that? I didn't quite...
Wait. Just skip the reasoning part and resort to the good old violence. Assure him we will... Okay, that one doesn't work. Pay your compensation you wish. Skyframe Commission can't pay compensation.
Can you give us an exact amount, Mr. Skott? If there's any damage after the inspection, the the Skyfaring Commission will compensate you.
The Skyfaring Commission. Yeah, they will compensate you, provided a detailed report of the damage is submitted.
I don't doubt the financial strength of the Skyfaring Commission. However, this is not just about money. Besides, the cargo on this transport vessel belongs to the Intelligentsia Guild. If you want to inspect the cargo, shouldn't you at least call in a member of the Intelligentsia Guild to be present?
Okay, so it's either try to solve this according to Xianzhou regulations, but let's go with IPC regulations.
Since the Intelligentsia Guild entrusted the cargo to the IPC for transportation, it's the IPC's responsibility to ensure its safety, right? Why would you need a member of the Intelligentsia Guild to be present?
No.
Let me tell you something. As stated in Article 17 of the IPC's Building Material Logistics Department Transport Agreement Law, subsequent to the dispatch of goods and during their transit, all risks, save for those pertaining to the transportation safety, shall be the sole liability of the consignor. Well, we only protect the integrity of the goods and prevent anyone with ill intentions from getting their hands on them, for example. As for whether the cargo itself poses a security threat to the destination, that's not our responsibility. It appears we have reached an area beyond your expertise, doesn't it? The complexity of legal studies are indeed challenging. We both need to follow the regulations, because that's how the IPC and the Xianzhou operate, right? As an IPC worker, I have to abide by its regulations. If I make an exception and allow you to inspect the cargo, it'll spell disaster for me.
Oh my god, I'm really bad at the things. Okay. Hey, can we go give this round of negation? No. Yeah, let's go to the previous one.
Could you
You don't get our points back. Oh, we can even lose now. Oh my god. Try to resolve this according to... Trying to escape the issue. Okay, let's go. Probably we're not that good at legal stuff, so it's time to escape the issue.
You're pulling out all the stops, and you've even dragged members of the Intelligentsia Guild into this. Seems like you're not interested in resolving this at all. Since we've met each other before, Mr. Skott, let me share some information. Your transport ship was attacked by the Borisin, and the Cloud Knights might see it as more than just a random attack.
You think you can scare me with that? What exactly do you mean?
Sure, you might purely be innocent victims of a Borisin attack. But think about it another way. Why would the Borisin launch such an attack near the Luofu? Perhaps some of your crew members colluded with them. We may need to interrogate every one of your crew to eliminate this potential risk.
You know what? I don't think we really need a member from the Intelligentsia Guild present. I'm just hoping that all the procedures will be thoroughly followed, you know? We both need to follow the regulations, because that's how the IPC and the Xianzhou operate, right? As an IPC worker, I have to abide by its regulations. If I make an exception and allow you to inspect the cargo, it'll spell disaster for me.
Okay, now we can just be natural or we win this round. The Xianzhou people are just following their own rules. Try to bribe him, talk about his unpromising career prospects, swallow your pride and back him. No, talk about his unpromising career prospects, maybe, try to bribe him, again not. It's either 1 or 3, right? We both need to follow the...
We both need to follow the regulations, because that's how the IPC and the Xianzhou operate, right? As an IPC worker, I have to abide by its regulations. If I make an exception and allow you to inspect the cargo, it'll spell disaster for me.
Okay, but that same goes for the Xianzhou people too.
Everyone has their own set of rules. Now that you're on their turf, shouldn't you follow their rules too?
Crushed.
I get it. I know I'm on the Xianzhou, but if I violate the IPC regulations, I'll be in deep trouble when I get back.
My god, actually won.
Well, you guys sure know how to argue your case. Fine, I'll allow you to do the security inspection. It's just that, I need some time to sort things out. This is a big deal. Let me talk to headquarters first.
So, Mr. Skott, are you just stalling for time and planning to leave the Xianzhou as soon as your ship is repaired? To avoid the Skyfaring Commission's inspection?
Well, IPC staff are free to come and go, as long as they don't break any laws.
Yeah, you've got some insight there. Who are you again?
It's here.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lingsha, Cauldron Master and head of the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu.
could she be?
Yeah, she's the new cauldron master assigned here from the Xianzhou Juming.
I received a report from the Artisanship Commission about cargo containing samples of unknown organisms. It said they needed help from the Alchemy Commission. I had nothing better to do, so I came myself. It's
Looks so
fine,
good.
Mr. Skott. If you really don't want your cargo to be inspected, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter? How can you say that?
Why are you being so nice all of a sudden? Well, since you're not going to check it, I'll take this crate and be on my way. Is that okay with everyone?
Yeah, sure. Why should I object? Not only this sample, but all the goods on the transport ship are yours to keep. Like I said, we won't inspect them.
Wait a minute!
Well, that's more like it. If only the young displayed a more reasonable attitude, we could have sidestepped that altercation just now. Our ship will leave in a few days once the engines are repaired.
Your ship can leave whenever you want, but I'm afraid I can't say the same for your cargo. According to the import and export regulations signed between the Xianzhou and IPC, all biological shipments can only leave the port when they have confirmed to be of no threat, or when all biological activity expires. Since we can't determine if your shipment is safe for the environment, I guess we'll have to wait for its biological activity to expire. Let me check the previous cases. Normally, it'll only take around 47 star calendar years.
Only 47 years?
Why so surprised? You're still young and full of energy. I'm pretty sure you'll live a few more decades. Have some confidence in yourself.
Ha! Typical of a long-life species. Your words are dripping with sarcasm. While you may not care about time, I do. I'll be demanding double compensation from the Skyfaring Commission for every minute wasted.
Sure thing, Mr. Skott. You seem pretty confident that your career and life will last long enough to witness this victory unfold.
Step aside, guys. Let them do the inspection.
But, Mr. Skott...
Come on, we're already in enough trouble. Just let them do the security inspection. And if needed, I can always grovel before the Intelligentsia Guild later. I'm just using my head for what it's apparently good for, right?
Sorry for the trouble.
Well, honestly, at least you're not as annoying as that woman.
And you're still as annoying as ever.
This lady is really something else.
Oh yeah.
Is this the IPC product?
Listen up. Any damages caused by inspections will be filed with the IPC.
Turn it off.
It's terror grip, okay. Okay, new mechanics.
Well, how unexpected. That was a surprise. Right on time. I hope for an end to strife in the world.
Okay, it is kinda like a werewolf, but no mechanical one.
Harmony and unison.
Sure, I'll play along.
Were you seriously planning to leave this stuff unchecked at the dock for days? That's way too dangerous.
I had no idea about it. You must have accidentally triggered the cargo's defense program!
I don't think trying to shift the blame is a wise choice.
Yep. That's very sad of you, IPC.
But seriously, I don't know why that thing suddenly started moving! I swear on the Amber Lord!
Enough. Miss Shikue, please escort our IPC guests to the Skyfaring Commission.
I'm on it. Please follow me, Mr. Skott.
Gentlemen, our preliminary inspection shows that there is indeed hidden biological tissues inside, just like the craftsman feared. I can't even tell if it's ingenium or biological in nature.
Why do you say that?
The core of this device is what they call wetware in industry slang. To put it simply, this machine operates with a kind of biological nerve as its control center.
I'll take some samples for the alchemist to analyze and figure out where the biological tissue comes from.
Why would the Intelligentsia Guild use such unethical technology? Perhaps they're trying to create a new weapon?
Whatever the reason is, it's probably why the Borisin attacked the ship. No wonder the IPC were trying to obstruct our inspection. I'll contact the Ten Lords Commission and ask the judges to come and give their final verdict on this. According to our rules, all prisoners and weapons involving dangerous creatures must be taken to the shackling prison for further sentencing. After all, it's the safest place on the Luofu. As for you, Mr. Craftsman, please go with the Cloud Knights and explain the situation to the judge.
After a while, everyone disappeared and goes their own way.
I had a feeling that the IPC members would cause trouble, but I didn't think they'd be this tricky. Thanks for your help, Miss Lingsha.
I should thank you for saving my life. Your sword skills were impressive. Taking down that big guy. I thought the General's retainers were all burly martial masters. I didn't expect Yanqing to be so...
So young, cute, miniature. Okay, I stopped teasing Yanqing. So young?
Yeah, exactly. He's young and talented. As for you, you must be the guests from the Astral Express, right? Saving the Loufu from that crisis. It's so impressive. It wasn't a big deal. Really. It's still early, so why don't we get some tea at the Alchemy Commission? We can discuss your suggestions for revitalizing the commission.
I'd be happy to accept your invitation.
And you three are coming too, right?
Yeah, it's literally a werewolf monster, but weird.
Nothing to see here. These machines are to be shut down. Keep your distance until then.
These machines are like just werewolves, but robots. So we have some... Yeah, who have had guessed some interesting issue here. And that's it also for the first part. I kinda will split it like this. We will just do shorter parts. Not sure if it's good or bad, just whatever. And so with that, I thank you much for watching, listening. Wish you a good day, night, afternoon, and see you in the part 2 of this. What was it called again? Finest Duel under the Prism Blue first. Yeah, next batch we will get the second part of it. Take care.